Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of Introduction to Early Childhood. I did get a chance to read everybody's papers and review the discussion from week 2. Thank you all for your wonderful participation. I did notice that our group tends to have a tendency to do most of your posting the day that the discussion board closes. And I really would urge you to think about posting throughout the week to really allow to have time for a conversation, because when we get that flurry of posts all on Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, it really doesn't give you a whole lot of time to respond to your peers. So while you are sort of meeting the letter of the law, the intention of having a discussion really doesn't get addressed when we all wait till the end to post. Not saying, a post or two at the end, but when you save 3 or 4 responses to either me or your peers till the last day, it does make it difficult to have that really deep discussion. So one of the things that I did want to mention to you today with regard to the multicultural approach that we were talking about last week, and some of you did a fabulous job addressing this in your discussion posts and some of you in your papers, is really about the tourist approach to multiculturalism. So the tourist approach really reflects doing a few isolated activities and not embedding multiculturalism into the classroom. So you will see that in the discussion, I did put a link to some information about the tourist approach, and there are some wonderful, wonderful references online about avoiding the tourist approach. And I would just urge you that please don't think about multiculturalism in terms of celebrating holidays, that you have diversity in your classes. Those of you who are going to be teachers, those of you who are going into other fields, diversity surrounds you all the time. So thinking of ways that you can address multiculturalism and valuing diversity on a daily basis will be really, really helpful, and it makes it a much more authentic learning experience. So for week 3, we're going to be learning about the implementation of early childhood programs. We're going to be able to take a look at a bunch of different models: high scope, Montessori, Reggio Emilia, and also different kinds of approaches to teaching: the project approach, creative curriculum, which the assessment you might have heard if you're in the early childhood field is TS Gold, Teaching Standards Gold. We're going to talk about those approaches and how they promote child development. Also thinking about building family and community relationships, and then an idea of the cycle of intentional teaching, where you observe and you document and you assess and you use that information along with information you gather from families to design instruction. And the circle goes on and on. That's why it's called the cycle of intentional teaching. And also developmentally effective practices. So for this week, our discussion, really surrounds brain building. So you're going to be asked to watch a video and then post your discussion. And your assignment for this week is going to be examining an approach in a diverse classroom. So you're going to choose which approach you're going to write about and talk about it in your either real or imagined classroom. If you haven't made arrangements for your observation, please, I know I've been reminding you about this, but please make sure that you sort of have that in the bag and you don't get stuck at the end. Also, if you have an opportunity to go into a Montessori school or a Reggio Emilia school, take advantage of that, because being able to take what you're learning through watching videos and through the chapters in your text, getting to see them in action really makes it come alive, just like it would for students. When I've taught this class on the ground, we've gone over to Longmeadow Montessori, which is across the street from Bay Path University, and gotten a chance to see what a Montessori classroom really looks like. And I think it really makes your learning experience richer if you're able to find those opportunities. So again, welcome to week 3. I look forward to hearing from all of you, hopefully early and often this week. And I look forward to reading your papers and watching your presentations, which, by the way, have been really, really excellent for this week 3. And as always, if you need to get a hold of me, email me or use my office hours times. I typically will get back to people if you email me, usually within a few hours, never ever more than in a day. So I totally am fine with you being in touch with me if you have any questions or any concerns. I really, I feel like my job is to make sure that you're a successful learner. So I'm here for you if you need me. Otherwise, welcome to week 3, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Take care.